Hello YouTube, it's Mos7Wan7ed here. This is another episode of my Feed the Beast companion series, and this episode we're going to do a little bit of tweaks and stuff, I guess, maybe, we'll see. I want to go ahead and create some Antarctic gates to replace some of the redstone engines we've got around here, and I've also already put a couple gates down. I'll show you what I put down and where. Let's see here. Alright. No. Stop. There you go. Some regular gates in here now. We'll do these next. So Antarctic gates, you need a redstone chipset, which is just redstone. And then we're going to turn it into a regular gate, which you just put the gate back in. We're going to need a pulsating chipset, which is redstone and ender pearl. I'm actually making a couple extras. And then iron chipset. So I'll put in some iron. I got this assembly table working nice. I added 3 more lasers. So it's putting out 24 MJ per tick, so it gets our jobs done a little bit quicker. I could potentially add more, but I think I'm good with that. Let me show you the gates I've already installed. So this gate is going to detect when blue is empty. And when blue is empty, it's going to send a pulse. The reason for this is I don't want this machine purely to go through this. It would go through, do the tungsten, do the galena, or it'll do the ferrous, or it'll do the Mos7Wan7ed, whatever. And then when it got to cobble, it would stay on cobble because I've got tons and tons of cobble there. I don't want it to do that. I want it to also do these guys up here as well. But the problem is, as soon as you get a bunch of cobble in the machine, you get a full stack of cobble in there, and you keep throwing cobble in as it's producing. It never comes off of cobble, never becomes empty enough to option these other ore types. So what I'm doing is I'm moving a single stack at a time. I'm only activating the export bus once every pulse, and this guy is pulsing when the pulverizer is empty. So you see, it just went from cobblestone to this Mos7Wan7ed, and that's back on cobblestone. If something else came through, like tungsten, see, ferrous is in there now. So it's producing all these other ores before it attempts to do cobblestone, because cobblestone's at the very bottom right end of the bus. So it'll attempt to do all these guys before it attempts to do cobblestone. So as these guys come in, they'll get pulverized exactly like I want them to. And then when it's not pulverizing those guys, it'll pulverize the cobble and make me sand like I want it to. Power furnace, it's just these 2 guys. I'm not worried about it. Matter of fact, I should take this off of pulse always active. Get it doing some of the aluminum. Alright, the induction smelter, same idea, but it seems to be broken. So we've got sand in there. Don't tell me there's none of these ores in here. Maybe there isn't. When she gets stuck again, or what is that? That's silver, so there should be some silver popping in here in a second. No? What is going on here? So you've got iron. I'm just going to grab a little bit of it, and throw it in there, see if I can wake it up. There we go, it's waking now. Not sure what happened there. Might have been a server restart or something that bugged it. So the pulse is happening when the inventory is empty. and that's replacing everything. So let's see. I'm gonna take gold off. No, I'm gonna switch over to doing just this stuff here, rich slag and gold. So it should just do gold and rich slag. If I flip this guy over, nope, not that gate. Okay, there we go. So now I'll triple the output of my gold, and I can switch this manually whenever I feel like it. And then I'll put the other ore types back in when I don't have any more gold available, or it switches back over to sand. I'll just every once in a while I'll pop back and keep an eye on it. How are we doing over here? We're still running, so that means we're still okay. We've got some gates, we've got some pulsating chipsets, we've got some iron chipsets. So we have enough to make at least one gate right now. Shove all that back in. Now we have enough for an Antarctic gate. I'm going to tell it to do it now rather than wait. Okay, it's doing it now. And we'll do these secondary. I won't do the redstone chips there because it'll just make tons of them. Because I've got a lot of redstone in here. Alright, alright, cool. We made one. I think we got the maths in there to make 3, but... Alright, so... Hey now. Hey now. Alright, so... The oil reserve is finally gone. And we still have 5 million in here of the good stuff. I need a wooden waterproof pipe. I thought I got my hands on some before I started recording. Wooden waterproof. Okay, here we go. Yeah, that's fine. You know what? No, I'll make another one since I've got like 10. Don't really need it this second, but alright, so do I have any more golden waterproof? Nah, I don't need golden. Alright, got that. Here's the combustion engine and the pump. I'll make a liquid test rack to move the pump and all that to a new location, I guess, later. For right now, I think I could just install this one guy in here. So now we want to start using our tank, or our oil tank. So put that guy there, and that guy there. And he will act exactly like a redstone engine, but actually a little bit faster. I just have to give him something that is true. Redstone signal off, send an energy pulse, or a redstone signal. But I'm going to tell it to do an energy pulse, which is exactly what a redstone engine does. So it's acting like a redstone engine. It's a little bit cleaner. You don't have to have a lever and an engine. Or it could potentially, like all the other gates, it could send a redstone signal. So we're filling up our refinery, and then the refinery is already refining some of that into fuel. So our tank should be going back up again. And I'll make another one just to replace this guy right here too. So clean it up just a little bit. After you make this assembly table, you never really ever have to see a redstone engine again. I don't have a bunch laying around, but they do get in the way. They get annoying to deal with. Alright, cool. I like how the energy that's stored can get passed into whatever you're doing if you have to change it up. And we should have enough for one more. Yeah, it's doing the second one now. How much iron do we have? Okay, just one more. Alright, so we'll replace this. Throw this on the floor, and then pick it back up, and then we'll go ahead and replace the last redstone engine. that we have going on in here? I think it's the only place I've got. I think it's the only place I've got redstone engines running. Okay, so we did good by adding the panels. I added 4 more panels actually, because I was worried about rain and night and all the other stuff. And I sped the machine up a little bit. I was thinking, what's the worst case if it does run too fast and our buffer can't empty quick enough? And really the worst case is it backs up all the way into the block breakers. And the block breakers don't break blocks because they're full. So the machine slows down. Well, that's fine, as long as stuff is not spewing on the ground like it normally would with Buildcraft setup. In other words, like a quarry will spit stuff out on the ground. My guy won't spit stuff on the ground because he can't. It'll back up all the way into the block breakers because we're using tubes. The tubes won't spew. They'll just route to the nearest inventory that it can if the destination is full. So for instance, we had cobblestone. This guy was full. He would attempt to, cobble would attempt to come in as it was full. It would literally reroute into another location that's valid. Whereas Buildcraft would just spew, and it's not very nice. So we're sitting on a 3-second timer, which means we move every 6 seconds. So we do get pretty full, but if this guy ever did fill up and stay full, then our machine would just stop moving, which is fine. That's cool. With 3 engines, we're kind of teetering on not quite filling the energy cell. I haven't turned an engine off or on or anything like that since the last episode. We're kind of just like using a little bit of energy cell as our machines go on and off. Like this is always going to be pulverizing cobblestone at least. This is going to be pulverizing or smelting whatever is available. This guy's going to be smelting whatever is available. But now that I turned it back on, it should be smelting a lot of iron, a lot of aluminum. So those are my tweaks. What I did off episode. On episode though, I would like to make my first suit, and I think I'm going to go with the modular suit, which requires a tinker table. Now, even though GregTech is installed, this doesn't seem to me to be GregTech recipes, and I don't much mind that it's not GregTech recipe. So I'm going to go ahead and make this tinker table. Let's see, we had lapis, we had an emerald, God, we almost have 1,000 diamonds, 500 emeralds. I think the rest was iron. There we go, tinker table. I've never made this before. My memory apparently this morning is just that good. Alright, so no module power suits found in inventory, make some. Alright, yes sir. We'll make some. Power suits. Alright, here they go. Here's head, torso, legs, feet. So we'll go ahead and start making those guys. Wiring, let's see, we got 2 wiring there, 2 wiring there, 2 wiring there, and 2 wiring there. So we need 8 wiring, just for starters. Now, here's a GregTech recipe for wiring, and here's a vanilla. Guess which one I'm going to choose? Vanilla. So 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, I can get all these guys, all these armor built just by doing this bit right here. So I need to make a, I need to grab a gold. I'll grab some of this. Nope, that's right, I pulled it all out. It's all in here now. Not in here, over here. Push all this back in. Alright, gold. And shoot, forget what was in the middle. Redstone. Oh, by the way, you just saw me throw the gold nuggets in there. You're probably like, oh my god, he's in. Go over on types, and I went ahead and added another 16, just because before I logged off for the night, we were at 12,000. Now we're just shy of 16. And we only have 55 types being used right now, 56. So it's not too horrible. I haven't come across, which is kind of unusual, I haven't come across any like chests or beehives or anything, which is kind of weird. I mean, I kind of expected to have come across some bees by now. But I'm not worried because I'm not interested in them. So let's make some of these wirings. Next is going to make the helmets. And they're all pretty much using iron. Just grab a stack of it. I'll just quickly and quietly build these armor pieces up. I've got that. Torso. Legs. Feet. All right. So let's put this puppy on. Why not? Let's see. Aren't I just the coolest creeper you've ever seen? Alright. It's not horribly bad looking. I must say I like it. So now we should be able to take this guy to the tinker table. Oh look, we've got stuff. Shift for more information. No modules installed. Item is useless until you add modules at the tinker table. Okay. So let me do the power tool. Okay, so 3 wirings and 2 iron. Kind of really strange, like this. Okay, power tool. Rawr, rawr, rawr. Okay. So yeah, then we can put this in here. We can see what kind of upgrades we can do. Okay, so you just saw me finish building the power suit. Just the suit itself without any upgrades. I went ahead and did a bunch of upgrades to the suit. I explained why I upgraded each of the upgrades. I went ahead and built the upgrades. I put in so many upgrades and I spent so much time crafting. It ended up being slightly over an hour. So I figured as I went to edit this, this is just way too long. So what I'll do instead of crafting, I will just we'll talk about what I picked and why I picked it, and then I'll show you how well the suit works as it's configured, and then we'll just go from there. So here's the head, and my kind of theme was I tried to get as much renewable power as I could. So in the head and the legs, you've got some source of power generation, the kinetic generator in the legs, and the solar generator in the head. And I just went ahead and installed both of those. Hold on, let me yeah, this is being a pain in the butt. Let me adjust the GUI real quick. Okay. Well, that did absolutely nothing. Small, normal. Okay. Not even sure what's wrong, why that's not working. But so I went with the solar generator for the helmet. It's basically no configuration required. I didn't go with the night vision. I thought that was a little silly. I have brightness turned on all the way anyway. It really doesn't matter. I tried the flight control, and it was something like Creative Flight, but I tried it for a couple minutes. I really couldn't get used to it, so I just skipped it. I actually uninstalled it. This requires the goggles of revealing, and it would allow me to look at the auras and stuff. So I skipped that as well because I don't have it. I installed the solar generator, and then an elite battery configured for 1 megajoule of power. The more you crank this guy up, the more it weighs, so I figured I wouldn't go crazy with it. I kind of wasn't sure I was going to do the auto feeder, but I'm glad I did at this point. It allows me to be way more lazy. It probably ends up eating more food than is absolutely necessary, but as long as I've got a low food value food item in my inventory, like bread, then I could make tons and tons and tons of bread. I wouldn't want to put steak or something in there, because if you're down a food and it goes and eats a full steak, it would kind of be silly. So I just stick bread in my inventory, and the auto feeder feeds it to me. So if I take damage, take heart loss, and I lose some food to regenerate the heart loss, then it will go ahead and auto feed me. So that works really well. The water electrolyzer, I've actually gotten some use. You don't even begin to seem like you're drowning. All that happens is when you lose your last bubble, you get a new set of bubbles, and it only uses 1 kilojoule worth of your suit power. So very, very, very minimum. So this is almost I would say, if you're going to get this suit, get the water electrolyzer. You're never going to drown. It uses almost no power to make that happen. I didn't go with iron or diamond plating on any of my armor. I went all the way up to shield, energy shields. So it was a lot of resources for the force field emitters. I went ahead and got the energy shields on all my pieces, and I set them all the way up as high as they could go. So I don't know, it's something like a lot of hit point defense. Really high defense across all the armor pieces. I went with a color module because I didn't like the white and black look. A lot of people on the server had the white and black look, and I didn't want to choose that, so I went with some like a green tint. As you can see here. So that about rounds up for the head piece. The torso. Still thinking I want to build the active camouflage, but I haven't gotten around to build it yet. It's not really all that difficult to make now that I've made all the rest of the parts. Energy shield here, maxed out, like I said. Elite battery here, set to 1 megajoule. I didn't go with a glider or a parachute, I just went with the jetpack, and the jetpack is maxed out. Went with the cosmetic here. So, you know, all these cosmetic colors are the same across all the pieces of armor. The kinetic generator, of course, like I said. So I will actually be able to use that to regenerate. Then I went with another elite battery. Set around 1K. Energy shield here, all the way up. Like I said before, I didn't go with plating. I went a little bit crazy with the movement options. Movement's pretty important. I'm thinking about the swim boost. Every once in a million years, I come across a point where I need to do some swimming, and it would be nice to get a little boost in the swimming. But I put in the sprint assist, and it took a little time. I didn't have it all the way up at first. I eventually got used to using it, and I started cranking it up even higher. I had both of these down to, I think I had the walking speed 100% or 150%, and then I had sprint speed multiplier to 150%. And that was pretty comfortable for a while until I got used to using it, and then I cranked it up all the way. It seems like the faster you move, the more kinetic energy gets put into the suit, so the faster you recharge. So it really offsets the usage of the sprint assist. You know, it's moving you faster and it's using energy, but it's also recharging faster. So it seems to balance out. The jump assist, I can clear jump over my house, or well, to the roof, no problem. It's a pretty big boost in jump height. I skipped the swim boost, and then the uphill assist takes 0 energy. So it's definitely something you might want to add if you've got the weight capabilities. I don't know how much this particular mod weighs, but it allows you to go up hills without jumping or hopping. And if you've got your sprint assist and your jump assist, it would be really a pain in the butt to jump over one block if you've got the jump assist that gives you 152, 3, 4, 500% to your jump. If you've got to jump over a single block, then yeah, you're going to want the uphill assist if you're going to get the jump assist as well. And it helps with the sprint. Even if you didn't get the jump assist, if you're sprinting around 300%, those little one block jumps would be really annoying. So I would get the uphill assist for sure if you're going to get these two. Again with the cosmetics and the boots, energy shield again, elite battery again to roughly the same amount. Shock absorber, because I do a bit of flying, jumping up and down. So this means I don't think I've ever taken full damage with this guy cranked up. And then I decided not to go with the jet boots. I don't know if the jet boots would work in concert with the jetpack, if it would make you fly faster. But I fly plenty fast, so I didn't think I needed the extra weight just to fly a little bit faster. And then I went with the cosmetic here as well. And then eventually I got around to building a power tool, probably a day or two later, when I realized the suit could charge things like mining drills and stuff like that. But with Greg Hecht, it made it a little bit more difficult to do, to make the mining drill and to make the mining laser and things like that. And this guy is super easy to make, and you can give him some really cool add-ons. I've seen the plasma cannon. You could shoot a lot of really small plasma balls that really do no damage really fast, or you could charge it up for a couple seconds and fly out a plasma ball that could kill a creeper in one shot. But the problem is it does area explosive damage, and I didn't like the fact that I could potentially damage my machines if I fired it off in the shop or at the house, so I decided to skip it. Melee assist, I don't like the idea that I need to punch people or creepers or anything like that. Although I do have a sword, I could potentially get rid of the sword and just use this add-on. I haven't done it yet. I did choose is the railgun. The railgun, the way it's set, kills a creeper in one shot, and angry zombies in 2. It's set to what was that? 2 kilojoules per shot, so it's really pretty cheap. I didn't go with the in-place assembler, which is just a crafting table built in. I didn't go with the blink drive. I figured if I could fly somewhere using the blink drive, then I could fly there with the jetpack. Diamond drill upgrade. Well, the blink drive would allow me to get into small crevices that I couldn't get into. Say, if I was going to grief multiplayer or whatever the case might be, and there was a small hole I could fire the blink drive through, then I could get in. But I could just do that with a ender pearl anyway, so didn't bother with that. Diamond drill upgrade, of course, because I picked the pickaxe. I went with the diamond drill upgrade. Aqua affinity, I went ahead and did as well. So I mine at full speed, the speed I would normally mine, underwater. So that's really cool. So if I am in one of those underwater situations, then blocks break at the normal speed. I went with all the tool upgrades. I went with the shovel, and it's clocked at full speed. Initially, I didn't like the fact that I could break dirt really fast and burn through a lot of energy. It's 1 kilojoule, I think it's per block, and I could break blocks like you would with a diamond drill. So you break blocks super fast. So that could actually be an energy drain. Unless you need to remove a lot of dirt really fast, then it's not that big a deal. Pickaxe, of course, maxed out, and the axe maxed out. And I recommend you max out your tools. Makes your job easier. Leap battery, and this is the only one that I have more than a megajoule on. I've got 2 megajoules on the tool. And cool thing about the tool, I don't have any cosmetic. Cool thing about the tool is if you look at in the top left-hand corner how much power my suit has. You see it has 4.3 megajoules, and it currently has 3.45 left. If my suit was empty and dry, I could switch over the power tool and still use my suit's abilities, because the power is shared across all pieces of the tool. So that's why I went ahead and put a slightly bigger battery in the tool. It acts almost like a reserve battery because I'm not really going to use the tool and burn through as much energy on using the tool. So let me spawn in some eggs so you can see me kill some stuff with it. I've got some issue with my keyboard or my computer. I don't know what it is, but every once and again random stuff is happening, like I press a key and my start menu comes up. So it's like my control or my alt are stuck somehow, but they're not. So whatever. Just gonna go ahead and get this recorded. So I'll do a spawn an angry zombie. No, I'll just do a stack. Why not? Spawn creeper. Spawn spider. And let's see. Let's do something really cool. I'd like to do a wraith. I've helped kill a wraith with the suit, and it did pretty well. Well, you just have to take my word for it. I could take wraith aggro without dying. One wraith aggro is no problem whatsoever. Okay, I can't throw these for some reason. Okay. Oh, okay. Peaceful. All right, give me a sec. Options, video setting, or not video. Easy. Okay. And let's make it dark. Okay, when I hold down A, I seem to be going out of the game in Windows desktop completely. Alright, so angry zombies. 1, 2, dead. So they die pretty quick. You can fire it pretty quick. The railgun has a crazy kickback. Matter of fact, this is not me attempting to fly. This is just me firing the railgun. You can almost fly yourself without a jetpack using the railgun, although it's a little awkward. Also note, I don't take any fall damage when I fall. No damage whatsoever. So that's pretty cool. Creepers. Creepers are one hit killed, one shot kills. Bam, bam, bam. That's what I was looking for. I mean, if I'm gonna attack a creeper, I don't want him to be able to if I'm going to aggro creeper, I want him to die right away. I don't want him to. I don't have to fire 3 or 4 shots. If I miss a shot, then he gets up on me and he kills me and stuff. So these guys are one-hit kills as well. And the armor can handle a one-on-one with a wraith, no problem. I might even come in real quick with a clip where I'm fighting some wraith right here.
Responsibility for damage done to your personal belongings. We'll do the weather killing. Okay.
Okay, so what you're seeing is we're slightly under the tag base, and they had run a wither skeleton spawner for quite a while, so they had a bunch of wither skeleton ants, and they were using it to spawn withers, and a bunch of us on the server decided to join them. We had a lot of fun. At this point, I've already been killing withers with them for quite a while. My suit's pretty low on power. I already have like 18 stars, so that's kind of cool.
How long does it take to get a bucket of water?
The fact that my suit's low should give you a really good idea of how much power actually gets used for defense and for the abilities of the suit. It would be it would be more difficult to see the suit's power go down if we were well over a megajoule. So keep your eye open. I don't seem to take very much heart damage during the clip, and we had a lot of fun killing withers.
Oh my god. Oh my.
Just don't pull aggro on multiples, you'll be alright.
Oh yeah, do you know that Turtonator is at our base? And now he's trying to farm me.
One contestant has fallen to the rest of the This is hilarious. We should do this more often. Actually, no, we shouldn't do this more often. You're practically like 8 hits.
Oh yeah, what are we gonna do? Because Turt's there and Turt's gonna die. Can you inform him that for any loss of possessions we take no responsibility? We have no insurance for you. Say that.
He's not even dying, about 15 withers hitting him.
On you, it's pushed me up.
Okay.
A group of witches just pushed me up outside.
Oh god, no. No.
You've got some withers outside, guys.
I know. I'm bringing the vein onto the throne platform and we can't destroy it. I'm gonna stand under the throne platform.
I'm being attacked by 3 withers, if you've not noticed.
I am also. They are all outside. I'm out here as well, Connell.
Kieran, this has absolutely destroyed our base.
And absolutely, I can't see anything destroyed.
Can't you?
No. And if there actually really anything destroyed above the ground.
You're obviously not lurking very close.
Yes, there's one hole of that easily replaced with there. Thank you for riding with an FTB. Oh, I see what you mean. He's kind of disconnected the blaze farm, Connell. I would like to make a formal complaint that the Wither Company will be removed. Do you think that's a good idea, Connell?
Yep.
I would like to have a formal complaint against the Wither Company PLC. They're not personal belongings, are they, Connell? So technically, we can claim with his blame, with his claim.
So yeah, it handles race no problem. So it's a really cool set, but I will tell you,
it will use a boatload of iron and other resources if you want to just get the suit and deck it out like I have. Especially the if you want to get lead batteries, energy shields for every single piece of armor, you're talking about a lot of stuff. If you look at the bottom here, all these items are crafted, so it might seem like, oh well, you just need 2 of these, but yeah, there's a lot in each of these suits of armor. Individually, nothing is difficult or hard to do. It's all really easy, low mins, but when you want to put the entire suit together in one go, it actually is a pretty decent amount. It's not a suit for someone that just started. You're going to want a really good supply of the types of materials that are required for the individual pieces if you're going to deck out a suit. So that's about all I wanted to say and show you. It's a really cool suit, and I'm glad I went ahead and made it. Thanks for watching an episode of my Feed the Beast Ultimate video series. If you had any questions, comments, or ideas about what went on in the video, then please leave me some feedback in the comment section below. Also, if the video was helpful, useful, or entertaining to you, then please like the video. If you did find this episode entertaining, then feel free to visit my YouTube channel and find the Feed the Beast Ultimate playlist to watch other videos. And subscribe while you're there so you know when the next video is available. See you next time.